Deforestation is one of Burundi's major environmental problems. The use of wood for cooking fuel and the conversion of forested areas to agricultural land are the biggest contributors to deforestation. Improved crop yields and restoration of soil fertility in farming systems are critically important in Burundi. Burundian small-scale farmers confront severe land degradation caused by poor agricultural practices, intensive farming with little to no access to inorganic or organic fertilizers, and climate change. There are exciting opportunities to address deforestation and agricultural system degradation with the introduction of biochar systems which utilize waste biomass. The effectiveness of biochar as a soil amendment that could be integrated into the agricultural system through pyrolytic gasification stoves has been tested in Bujumbura rural province. On-farm agronomic trials involving smallholder farmers were conducted to assess the potential of biochar. Biochar for the field trial was produced using palm oil kernels. Pre- and post-harvest soil was sampled and soil fertility analyses were conducted. Common bean yield was measured to assess the impact of biochar and biochar with phosphorus. The biochar trials contributed to the villagers' understanding and utilization of a pyrolytic gasification stoves for clean cooking, ensuring that clean cooking energy and biochar could be produced locally within the subsistence system. The bean yield was quite good. The yield of biochar alone and biochar plus TSP treatment exceeded the control by 70 to 246% respectively. The figures are promising. The results suggest that a biochar-based soil fertility system could help alleviate soil fertility constraints. This was good enough to convince local farmers not only about the biochar technology, but also about the use of the clean cooking pyrolytic stove, suggested to farmers as a means to produce biochar. In other words, biochar not only ensured more food in a community living on subsistence, but also pushed farmers toward adopting a clean cooking device, supporting the energy transition. A crucial element in the introduction of biochar is the availability of waste biomass streams. The survey of available waste biomass in the pilot area showed that oil palm kernel shells could be a viable alternative fuel option. Available kernel shells in the study area can supply up to 29% of fuel source per household in one district studied. This shows tremendous potential for wood fuel replacement. Other waste biomass can be used. Biomass such as corn cobs, rice husk, and palm oil shell can be used as a combustion material. These biomasses, in some cases, need to be processed before being used as a fuel material. For some, simple drying is all that is needed, while others need to be processed and made into pellets. Once processed, they are ready to be combusted in the pyrolytic stove. Approximately 65 to 75% of the biomass, or biomass pellets, used in the stove is combusted for heat energy to cook. If the cooking can be achieved in one single fuel load in the stove chamber, then potentially 25 to 35% of the original biomass is converted into biochar. As importantly, the pyrolytic gasification stove or ELSA stove reduces the production of toxic combustion gases compared to traditional stoves, which, in the enclosed traditional mud kitchens, causes pulmonary diseases in women and children. A biochar system can have a major impact on women, since they are responsible for collecting firewood and cooking. With the introduction of a biochar system with clean pyrolytic cooking stoves, they can switch from collecting wood to collecting waste, thus helping to reduce deforestation and saving the time normally spent on fuel collection. Saving time in firewood collection and reducing the physical burden on girls and women allows them to enjoy a better quality of life. A biochar system can address several SDGs. SDG 2, contributing to food security and improve agricultural productivity. SDG 5, contributing to the empowerment of women and girls. SDG 7, ensuring modern and sustainable energy through the introduction of clean pyrolytic cooking stoves. And SDG 13, as biochar has been recognized by the IPCC as a promising negative emission technology.